Habarigani. My name is William and I will be your Rafiki and teacher for this 10-minute tutorial demo of how to play Kingdom Come. Africa is a cradle of civilization and home to the greatest kingdoms in the world. In Kingdom Come, you are a leader of a mighty African kingdom. You will lead your kingdom to supremacy through your prowess in tactical movement, the market, kingdom management, and military might. However, rival kingdoms and powerful monsters threaten your reign. But if you are mighty enough to defeat a monster, then you can capture it and use it in future battles. Empires rise and fall, kingdoms come and go, but only the most victorious are remembered. So let's learn how to lead your kingdom to become the most victorious in all of Africa. I will be doing a solo playthrough just so you can get a feel of the game. The setup and gameplay are very similar between the solo mode and the competitive mode. The main difference is that in solo, the goal is to beat a victory point target score, while in competitive, the goal is to have the most victory points among all the players. Also, I should mention that in addition to solo and competitive, Kingdom Come features a teams mode and cooperative mode. With variable player powers, game modes, and game lengths, Kingdom Come offers a variety of gameplay experiences and high replayability without the hassle of complex variable setup. So, I'm all set up for solo mode, and I will do a 3-period hard difficulty game. This handy reference card outlines the gameplay. At the start of a period, I gain Cowrie from the bank as indicated on my player board. Then, I proceed through the gameplay of the phases. A period consists of 5 phases, each beginning with the letter M. The 5 M's of Kingdom Come are Monster, Movement, Market, Management, and Military. At the end of the final period, the game ends and I gain victory point bonuses primarily based on set collection, which the back of the reference card outlines as well. So, let's start the first period. At the start of a period, I gain 7 Cowrie. Cowrie is a currency that many African nations once used. They are small, round seashells that come in a variety of colors and sizes. They are smooth, fun to handle, and just listen to their sound. The Cowrie shells are authentic to the classical period African theme, and they provide a tactile experience like upgraded deluxe metal coins, but without the deluxe price. Now that I gain Cowrie, I can begin the first phase, the monster phase. During the monster phase, one monster invades each kingdom, hindering those kingdoms. I draw 6 cards from the top of the monster deck and put their figures in each kingdom randomly. Then, I place each monster card on the player board matching the kingdom where its figure is. Monster cards go on the leftmost upgrade card slot unoccupied by another monster, according to its size. Small, objective, medium, military, and large, kingdom. When a monster card covers my upgrade cards, those upgrades aren't in play. Their effects are nullified, and I can't play any upgrades in that slot until the monster is defeated. After one monster invades each kingdom, the monster phase ends. Then, the movement phase begins. During the movement phase, I deploy and move figures based on my limits, strategically positioning my military to later capture monsters and claim victories during the military phase. I can move any of my figures in any order to any adjacent kingdoms, but each figure can't be moved more than twice. Then, I gain surplus, if any. So, on my move turn, I deploy 5 figures, not exceeding my military limit of 6. Now, due to my power, I start with more warriors. Other kingdoms would start with 4 warriors. So, I want to leverage my unique special power. Also, I want to capture that griffin in Kush. It has a might of 3, and it's my favorite monster from African folklore. So, I will keep 3 warriors in Oyo to take care of the Tokoloche, invading my kingdom, and move my leader once, and 2 warriors once to Kush to capture the griffin. To do so, I use 3 of my 4 moves of my movement limit. At the end of my move turn, I gain 2 Cowrie for surplus, 1 Cowrie for undeployed figures, and 1 Cowrie for unused moves. This concludes the movement phase. Before starting the next phase, I want to highlight that each kingdom has their own asymmetric power based on their history and legacy. Oyo, for example, is power through the people. You see, Oyo is a Nigerian kingdom. And Nigeria has a lot of people. It's currently the 6th most populous country in the world, which is why I start with more warriors. In addition, my leader can't be defeated because in Yoruba, their leader Shango was deified. Likewise, the others are real African kingdoms with powers which historically represent them. while providing a different playstyle and dynamic every game. Let's continue to the market phase. During the market phase, I use my Cowrie to buy upgrade cards. I draw up to 9 cards from the market deck and line them face up. Going from the left to the right of the market lineup, I bid Cowrie. I must bid on every card, but I can bid 0 Cowrie. However, I can't buy a card for 0 Cowrie. Unbought cards slide down and remain for later market lineups. In competitive mode, players would be bidding, bluffing, and buying cards from the market lineup. In solo mode, I must buy each upgrade card at their cost. So, let's go through the lineup and buy some upgrades. Let's see. I want Glorious Wind, Force, and for all other cards, I bid 0 Cowrie. I want to save some Cowrie for the next phase. After I bid on every upgrade in the market lineup, the market phase ends, then the management phase begins. During the management phase, I manage my kingdom by playing upgrade cards and increasing my limits. I play upgrade cards on the leftmost matching class upgrade card slot unoccupied by a monster card. To increase limits, I pay Cowrie to the bank to move my tokens along the limit tracks according to the slot. Then I gain excellence if any. Lastly, I discard cards if I exceed my hand limit. So, let's manage. I will play my military upgrade, Glorious Wind, and I will increase my movement limit once and my military limit twice, so that next period I can deploy my warrior and the griffin I'm about to capture. I don't gain excellence, and I don't have to discard, so now my managed turn is over. After my managed turn, the management phase ends, then the military phase begins. The previous phases all build up to the final phase, the military phase. During the military phase, I battle the monsters. In competitive mode, I would also be battling other kingdoms. In order from the kingdom with the most to fewest figures in it, I resolve battles. At the start of a battle, I may play 1 card and apply its effects. If I have less might than the monsters, they defeat me. If I have equal to or more might than the monsters, then I win and defeat the monsters. If I use my leader to defeat the monsters, then I capture them. Also, if I won the battle, then I also take the victory card matching where I won. After I resolve all battles, I discard any untaken victory cards to the bottom of their decks and start a new period. So, let's resolve battles. Starting with Kush, I have 3 might, which is enough to defeat the griffin. And, because my leader is in the battle, I capture the griffin. I put its figure in my military reserve and its card next to my player board. And I gain the Kush victory card and the indicated victory point. Also, I gain 1 more victory point for my military upgrade, Glorious Wind. Next is Oyo. I have enough might to defeat the Tokoloshe, but I don't capture it. However, I still get the Oyo victory card and its victory point. Also, I gain 1 more victory point for my military upgrade, Glorious Wind. Then I discard the untaken victory cards, making them all give 2 victory points during the second period. For each victory card of a different kingdom I have, I'll gain 5 victory points at the end game. So, I'll focus on claiming victory in the other 4 kingdoms next period. However, it won't be easy, because next period, 6 more monsters will invade, increasing the total might of the monsters in those kingdoms. Now, I'll skip the next 2 periods and go right to the endgame to show you the final result. At the endgame, I can gain victory point bonuses for my upgrades, monsters, victories, and Cowrie. So, let's run through the score sheet and see what bonuses I get and if I achieve my target score of 125. After calculating victory point bonuses, my final victory point score was 127. So I won! Next time, I will challenge myself even more and see if I can get 150. And that's how to play Kingdom Come. Get invaded by monsters, move your military, buy upgrades from the market, manage your kingdom, and battle monsters and other kingdoms if you are playing competitive mode. The rulebook provides additional details and examples for greater explanation. In summary, Kingdom Come features 3 innovations or hooks. In terms of theme, it is a celebration of the diversity, history, and cultures of Africa, which is a rare experience in the gaming industry. In terms of components, it features real cowrie shells, which is an authentic ancient African currency. And lastly, in terms of mechanisms, there is a comeback mechanism which gives turn order advantages and tiebreakers to players with fewer victory points. Altogether, these innovations showcase the philosophy of Ubuntu, a set of African values and practices that focus on authentic, collective human experiences. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions, and I will be happy to answer them. I hope you enjoyed playing Kingdom Come, and I hope you have a victorious day.